say you can score a point on her? Low to 11, how many you getting?
6.
Six?
Personally, if we're going to 11, I'm getting like 13.
Oh, no, you're not.
None of y'all can guard her.
I can score at least one.
I love the confidence.
Yeah,
I
it's
love the
cool to
confidence.
to say that.
I can at least score.
That's all you can do. You can only try. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But we know what's going on. I'll say that.
From my hometown, yeah.
Juju is an absolute star.
Watkins putting on a show here.
Oh, she is crafty.
This is what a generational talent looks like.
She's terrific in transition. She finishes really well.
She's just different.
She has range, she has vision.
Excellent pass!
Also happens to be 6'2" and utterly devastating athletically.
Almost indefensible.
It's a complete package.
Every day we see the 2 banners in the gym and hope to add more. To be able to bring that to LA would be a dream come true for me.
As the #1 recruit in the nation for the class of 2023, Juju Watkins had her pick of top basketball programs in the country. But USC head coach Lindsey Gottlieb says she hoped the Los Angeles native wanted to help revive a program that had only one NCAA tournament appearance since 2007.
When we started recruiting Juju, she had to believe in a lot of things she couldn't see. We talked about the impact she could have, and you can only do that at that level, I think, in your home community.
There's no place like home, so I will be spending the next 4 years at the University of Southern California.
For me, it was a no-brainer. I chose to stay here. People were bought in to really grow in the culture and program here.
In women's basketball in particular, you really very rarely saw big, monumental superstars go anywhere other than the programs that pretty much were assured to have a great shot at the Final Four.
I told her straight up, Juju, just know it's going to be a process here. It'll take a few years for you to help this program probably even get acknowledged.
She got here, and obviously it's been an astronomical change since she set foot on this campus.
Juju's impact began immediately as the Trojans turned heads with a 13-1 start in her freshman season.
Juju Watkins, one of the best freshmen we have seen forever.
But her mindset after a devastating loss, where she shot just 8 for 27 from the field, revealed how driven she is.
Huskies win at the Galen.
Later that night, Juju found herself in a familiar place.
The night security person hit us and said, "Hey, Juju's up here shooting. You want me to kick her out?" And I said, "No. Let her go through her process."
I thought that me getting in the gym would give me back that confidence. I was super excited for our next game because we couldn't lose. It was just something that I wasn't willing to let happen.
Juju. She silences the crowd. 50-piece for Watkins. What a night.
Her 51-point performance was a catalyst that propelled the Trojans on a postseason tear few expected. Their first conference championship since 2014 and first Elite Eight appearance in 30 years.
And this remarkable season continues into the Elite Eight.
Going to Elite Eight her freshman year was not necessarily something that I would have predicted, because she was even better, I think, than advertised.
My great-grandfather, his slogan was, "Don't move, improve." That was kind of what I did here. My great-grandfather, he was very active in the community and something that I aspire to be.
When you have the evidence of your history, then no one can take that away. That picture in front of you tells a whole lot. All these guys worked with him at Ford Motor Company, and twice he shut down the whole factory by convincing them to work with him to improve workers' rights. And they did. And you see Ted, he was actually their leader.
Ted Watkins, Juju's great-grandfather, founded the Watts Labor Community Action Committee in 1965 to help improve the quality of life for the neighborhood's residents.
Almost all my life, been an organizer of one type or another. When I came out here and started working in the community, I started organizing people in the community. And that's what the Watts Labor Community Action Committee came out of.
The organization was a cause Ted dedicated his life to until his death in 1993. While Juju never got to meet her great-grandfather, she says she still felt his influence growing up around and working at the WLCAC.
Right there, that's where I was, picking up the phone, making calls, transferring lines.
I wasn't that good of a receptionist. I remember one time somebody was like yelling at me, like, can we please get a professional on the phone?
It was complicated. She had to learn how to route calls. We get hundreds of calls a day.
I was a bit underpaid. Less than minimum, but it's okay.
Inspired by the Watkins who came before her, she carries on the tradition of pouring into her community.
I think that he would be very proud of knowing that Judea was inspired by his words, that Judea lives a life that everybody in this city, in this world, can be proud of.
At 19, her impact and reach already goes beyond Watts. She's on billboards, in commercials, and has emerged as the frontrunner for National Player of the Year.
I was born to be the greatest, got no time to waste.
People come from near and far to see the Juju show.
We played our first game, it wasn't that many people, and then fast forward, it's packed. Just to see that, it's so rewarding.
The Trojans take down #1 UCLA at home in the win of the year.
I am the best. Put me to the test.
LA is Juju's world, and we're all just visiting.
Juju was going to be great wherever she went, but her ability to be great here where you're kind of lifting up an entire boat with you, I think was going to hit different when it comes to the magnitude of where women's basketball is going and her stardom.
My goal is just continue to push boundaries that have been set and breaking barriers. I feel like that's just so important in helping, younger generations realize that you can really do whatever you set your mind to and even more.